All right, welcome flippers. Hello everyone, it's Marcel here. Here I am with a new forecast video for the upcoming week and days ahead. I just arrived back from my vacation like a few hours ago. So let's just break everything down that has happened on last week, because I almost missed the whole week on last week because I left on Tuesday. Let me just see, Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, I left somewhere around here. So let's just analyze everything that has happened in GBPUSD and EURUSD, starting from the 4-hour time frame all the way down to the lower time frames. So first of all, don't forget to check the news. I'm not going to show you the news because I want you to check it for yourself. So you memorize this, that you have to check the news before every single session, before every single live trading session, every single backtesting session, every single case study building session. So okay, starting on GBPUSD, this is what is in front of me on the 4-hour time frame. So what has happened ever since I left and what has happened here in this region? Basically, it's pretty clear. I just pre-analyzed the chart here on the 15-minute and the 4-hour time frame, but it's pretty clear. So, we were waiting for the mitigation of this demand on last week because price somewhere around here was reacting on a 4-hour, on a 15-minute region, right? So this 15-minute region was mitigated several times before, left liquidity right here. And this liquidity has been built up for the demand right here that has caused the less recent inefficient volume push to the upside, the less recent break of structure here. And there was a less recent supply flip even that broke up a supply region, 4-hour supply region. So it was a pretty valuable demand, right? All right, so there was also a liquidity target on the upside. So it was pretty reasonable to wait for the mitigation of this demand and the confirmation here. But this is not the thing that has happened. The thing that has happened here is that price broke below this demand region. And the break has happened from this supply, from this 4-hour supply here. The reason I'm not marking out this small candle here as supply, even though there's inefficiency in between the candles, in between the wick and the candle right here. So the reason I'm using this candle right here, because this is the one that has caused this huge volume, right? So just compare the volume that has kicked into the market from this candle and from this candle. This candle caused like one candle, like 10 pips volume. Let me just check. Sorry. Let me just check how many pips were there on this candle. If I could use my EURUSD, like 24. And this candle was almost 100 pips. So much more volume has been kicked into the market from this candle than from this candle. And price is likely to react on those candles, which has caused really nice volume and really nice inefficiency, right? So there could be a small amount of inefficiency here in between the wicks. But that is not where the money kicked into the market, right? The real money has kicked into the market from this candle, right? From this supply region, because if you see a volume candle like this on the 4-hour time frame, you can just imagine how much money has been pumped into the market right around that movement. And if there's lots of money pumped into the market, price is likely to react on that area. Why? Because price usually reacts on those areas where big money has been placed into the market. So yeah, you can already see the reaction here that price is mitigated 50% of this area. You can already see the price perfectly reacted on it, and currently it's on the way down. So in the 50-minute time frame, we'll have plenty of scenarios. First scenario will be the 50-minute change of character here on the 4-hour time frame. Sorry, 50-minute change of character here inside of the 4-hour zone, and continuation down to some deeper demand region, sweeping out some weak low point. Because if this supply won't be broken, then this low point will be weak. Why? Because then it proves that this low wasn't strong enough to break up the less recent opposite sided area supply. So if it can be broken, then this will be weak. This will be function as a liquidity. So this is the first scenario. Second scenario on the 4-hour time frame is that price breaks above this 4-hour zone, which actually didn't happen because price already created a push away, but there's still a chance. Let me just tell you in the third scenario. So the second scenario would have been that price flips this supply immediately and continues to the upside to sweep out this liquidity line right here. And the third scenario is that price reacts on a valuable 50-minute region, which has been pre-marked here. I will show it on the 50-minute time frame. So price reacts on a less recent valuable 50-minute region, creates a confirmation, then it will prove that this supply here is weak. Because if a supply can take out the 50-minute area, if a 4-hour supply can take out the 50-minute opposite-sided zone, then likely this supply will be broken. So, but yeah, anyways, switching down to the 50-minute time frame, where everything will be much cleaner for you. So which is the less recent valuable demand? We can identify two demands, right? So this is the first demand right here, which is a weak demand, where price reacted. You can see the reaction. You can see the footprint right here that price reacted here. And you can see this valuable demand. And the reason I'm not calling this as a valuable demand, because technically there's no inefficiency started from this demand. There's no breakout structure started from that demand. This is just a small stop in the market candle. Price just simply caused this small pullback and continue the way up. This is just a small stop. The reason I'm calling this demand as a right demand, as our last valuable demand area, saying it once again, less valuable demand, is because it flipped the last recent structure breaking supply. So you can see that this supply here was a less recent supply that has caused the less recent breakout structure here to the downside with insanely huge volume. And this demand has reacted, this candle reacted on this supply, and this candle turned out as a demand later after the flip of this supply, right? So it flipped this supply after reacting here, couldn't create any downside movement. Instead of creating any downside movement, it just flipped this supply with one huge volume candle, which is really a volume candle. So that's why I'm calling this as the less recent valuable demand. All right, so the thing that you can see here is that price has flipped this not so valuable demand, flipped it, then after the flip, it just continued the way down. Basically, the flip has happened, I would say that from this candle, or it could start it from this candle also, because the bigger volume has started from this candle, right? But also this can be a right supply here too. I'm going to mark this out as a right supply because basically this is a volume candle here also. This is a volume candle too. So the flip of this demand has started from this supply. Basically the 15-minute change of character has happened here, right? So the shorts are valid now because after a 4-hour zone mitigation, we need a 15-minute change of character at least in order to trade. So the 15-minute change of character has happened, which means this is a valuable zone which we can use to trade. But on the other hand, prices reacted on this demand, which means that shorts and longs are also valid. All of the shorts, all of the longs are valid. You can see that this is not so volumey, not so inefficient, right? So price after mitigation of this demand started to consolidate here, started to create a range, which will be swept out. So if I see something like this, and I'm expecting a bullish continuation, I would like to see some nice movements to the upside, not just the small candles next to each other consolidation stage. So likely this demand will be broken, likely price will react in a supply region, or likely price will sweep out this demand and continue to the downside. Actually, I will mark out this as our new supply because price has broke the structural low point with this supply. So here's the new breakout structure. And 50% has been mitigated. So we have plenty of scenarios right here. We can also see liquidity right here, double taps inside of the supply. So we can expect a sweep of this liquidity. So what is the plan right here? What are we waiting for? It will be cleaner on the 5-minute time frame, I believe. Here is the 5-minute time frame. Oh my God, perfect liquidity target on the downside here. As you can see, this is LTT, liquidity target for the shorts. Basically, this is a range. So the thing that we are going to do here is waiting for confirmation. How would we wait for confirmation here? If price sweeps this liquidity, so let me just draw the scenarios. If price sweeps this liquidity, likely, let me just change this arrow, right? Because it has been changed. Okay. So let me just check something on the 1-minute time frame. Yeah, right. Here's this 1-minute supply where we can expect a reaction. Okay, so the thing that we are waiting for here is pretty easy. First of all, sweep out of this liquidity, reaction on this supply, confirmation,